Joining me now over the phone, I have journalist and author of Confronting the Presidents, Bill O'Reilly. Bill, good morning to you. I've been slowly learning to speak a little Bill O'Reilly language. And let me start with this. Who would have thought we'd been talking about Donald Trump and Grover Cleveland all in the same sentence?
Yeah, well, I'm channeling Grover here, where we have a little Ouija board. We're going to get Grover. He's 350 pounds, so I got to get a bigger room if he shows up. It's a cautionary tale because Grover Cleveland's second non-consecutive term was a disaster. He was exhausted. He had health problems and all of that. So while everybody on the Republican side is euphoric, word of the day this morning, Trump has got a lot of work to do. I want to say a few things. I want to congratulate the analytics department at NewsNation. Far and away the best last night. I was floating around, watching everybody. And the LA Times, a major article today about that. About how far ahead NewsNation was.
The first to call it this morning, thanks to DDHQ.
But that's not the most important thing. The most important thing, they were clear. If you watch the other three cables, it was the Tower of Babel. Because these people didn't know what to say, particularly the leftists, the Democrats. They didn't know what to say, so they just yammered on and on about nothing. NewsNation didn't do that. It was much more precise about what was happening. And I'm not saying that because I'm a contributor to NewsNation, because if you guys screwed up, I certainly would say so, as most people know.
Yeah, as you tend to do. Hey, you were on with me. You're on with me every Wednesday for the past couple weeks. You looked ahead and you said it was your opinion, not your prediction, that Trump won. What made you so confident? What do you think did it for him?
Well, I did my prediction on Halloween, Markie, right after I got back from trick-or-treating. And I went as myself, which scared all the kids in the neighborhood.
Scared a lot of kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah, it really frightened them.
Yikes.
My prediction that Trump would win was based on two things. Number one, increased voter registration in the Republican Party in the swing states. And number two, the disastrous Biden economy. And that's what really put Donald Trump over the top. You're going to hear a lot of bloviating today from people who don't know what they're talking about and don't really care to know. Yeah. That's an interesting point. A lot of these pundits, they get their paycheck, but they don't really care to learn anything or know anything. They just spout what's obvious.
Yeah.
But I believe, and I think this is going to be backed up by exit polling, that a lot of non-ideological voters went to the booth saying, I'm tired of paying so much money for food, and in a lot of states like the Northeast here, where I am, gasoline and heating oil. I'm tired of that, and there's never been an explanation. And that was what I think negated the dubious things that happened in the campaign on both sides. I mean, both candidates made major mistakes.
Yeah.
But I'm going to... Go ahead.
I was going to say, let's talk about her now. To your point, I think it was kitchen table issues for Americans, right, that motivated them to go to the polls. What was the nail in the coffin for her? Because I think, you could look at that a few different ways. Was it the fact that she never really distanced herself from Biden? I mean, Bill, not once did we ever hear the vice president address the country and say, I know you're disenchanted with the White House. You want something different. I've taken notes. Here's how I will course correct. We never heard that from her. So how do you diagnose her loss?
All right. So there was one big thing. But before I tell you what it is, and I want everybody to get a pen and a paper, I think that all Americans should acknowledge that Vice President Harris waged a spirited campaign and conducted herself in a manner that was admirable. Mm-hmm. Even though she said things that weren't true, everybody does that. And I'm not rationalizing it. I'm not excusing it. The Trump will ban abortion stuff was over-the-top lies. But generally speaking, I think Harris represented her point of view in a way that I don't have much problem with. When she went on The View, and this is the most ironic thing in the world, those women and ABC News in general desperately wanted Kamala Harris to win. And she was asked a very pedestrian question. is there anything you can think of you would have done differently than what the Biden administration did? And she looks and she says, nothing comes to mind.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.